happy birthday to the fishes. I'm really interested to know what is gonna come for you today, Pisces. This is your season, guys. This is your month. I mean, there is so much going on for you this month. You have the sun, you have your ruling planet Neptune in your first house, Venus is there, Mercury is there, and you're also gonna have a new moon at the same time. All these planets are there. And it's your first house, you know, so when we're talking about our first house, it's when we are being born again. You know, it's that sense of, you know, it's like we end the wheel, you know, we arrive to the end of the wheel and we start again a new one, you know. So yeah, I think many special things are gonna be coming this month for you, a part of celebrating with your close ones, if you can, due to the situation that we all know about. And you know, there is also gonna be a full moon by the end of the month that is gonna be, let's say, the point that is gonna be more challenging through the month. But all the planets are moving direct, and this is the good things. These are the good news, is that so until now we experience a season of months where we have heavy eclipses, a lot of planets in opposition squares transiting, like the big planets like Jupiter and Saturn conjunction, I mean, that you probably have seen already in the month of December. And then all these entering in this new era of Aquarius that felt quite difficult, you know. It's like the opposing of energies is so strong, you know. It's like suddenly realizing that things that we cannot keep for longer, but they are still there, no? And now when this month starts and all the planets are moving forward, it's gonna bring so much more energy in general to everybody. And also the good thing is that it's not just gonna be for a short time. I mean, it's gonna stay there until probably, I mean, the end of April. So I think that these 2 months are gonna be like the time where we are all gonna be able to reset ourselves and say, breathe a little bit more, no? I mean, we're still gonna have a lot of stuff that's gonna come this year, you know? It still is gonna be an intense year, but not at the same level of what it was 2020. And I think that what we're gonna experience right now during this month is like that cherry, you know, like that little thing or sensation of where we're directing ourselves and what it's good to come as well, you know. It's like starting to see the first tips, you know. And so this full moon at the end of the month, it's gonna be the moment where it's gonna get a little bit heavier for everybody. Is this full moon in Libra, and it's happening for you in your 8th house. I think, yes, it's your 8th house. Full moon in the 8th house. And you know, when the full moon is happening, there is gonna be the opposition between Mars, that's gonna be in your 4th house, and then all the planets that are gonna be still in your 1st house, so this and 2nd house, like Venus and the Sun, you know, like from the 21st of March, we're changing to Aries season. And I think that probably the most difficult thing that might appear during, like in the month of March, is maybe at some point you're gonna have to recheck your finances, or somebody really near you, like the finances of somebody near you might be quite influential for you. And I think it could bring some challenges here, not like obstacles or situations that you're gonna have to manage. But I don't think it's gonna be a big deal for you, Pisces, because a lot of good it's right there coming, you know. Wow. I mean, talking about the 8th house, Death card. I mean, you are dying to be reborn, Pisces. And yeah, you know, I had spoken about this in my last video when, you know, you had a lot of planets in your 12th house. And, you know, this is kind of like the first card jumping off. I related a lot more to your past and probably what you're feeling right now in your present. And the thing with this death card is you come from that moment where you started and you still have a lot of things that you're working or processing that were hidden for you, okay, or that they are related to your past, to your karma, maybe, if you believe in that, or to things that you experience that build you to be what you are right now. And so that you can come to the full, to the full process or end of that process, so that you can start a new cycle here. I mean, the death card, to start reading with the death card is like, you know that you are finishing something here. It's something that it's transforming you, Pisces. When the death card comes, you know, I mean, many cards in tarot we can reference to change, and let's say something that ends and starts. But the death card, it's the ultimate, I mean, level of transformation that you can experience. Is probably, I mean, and all these planets in your first house, Pisces, you changing, even thinking about changing your physicality here, changing something about your physique, or experiencing something regarding your physique that it will be, I think, quite new, you know. And maybe this is what is gonna come by the mid of the month, when there is this new moon, where it's like the end of a chapter, something that you're leaving behind, and you're starting here something new, you know. Because the death card is, it's not just about death, you know. There is always the sun in the back. You see, there is always the sun on the back following the death. And it's a necessary death to have something new. The card that I want to jump off right now is the 5 of Wands. I see these two cards coming here as well. 10 of Wands, I always read it, and 5 of Swords. And the battling. This is what I think you're leaving behind, Pisces. You know, the 5 of Wands, it's this energy, and I think it's coming to explain to me this death card that just appeared right now. It's like the battling is over. You know, I think that, Pisces, you come from a moment where you had been pushing yourself, because I think that this battle is not just about other people, like having to battle other people. I feel that this is a lot about you, and about, you know, these ideas that you had, or maybe these, even almost some ego issues that you experienced this last period, maybe some situations that put you on a level where you felt that you were kind of almost competing with yourself, and it created this vibe of feeling that you always have to be in defense, or you were kind of pushing around people, situations, you know, like maybe fighting against some people or certain thoughts that you had inside yourself, that I think that this is exactly what you're trying to leave behind. Let's see what is coming. Mars is gonna be moving, I mean, it's leaving Taurus. It was there for some time, and now it's gonna be leaving Taurus, the 3rd house for you, to move to the 4th house. So I see that you're gonna be focusing yourself as well a lot in your home. in your household, in your family. I think that probably this is the time where maybe are you gonna be taking action, like let's say putting efforts to renovate your house, or maybe change of home. You know, I mean, having a death card here and having this high level of transformation, there is maybe a moving that it's included in this transformation. You know, maybe you're thinking of relocating, you know, and maybe this is the time where in the past you were not able to take action and now you're able to take action. You know, Mars is helping you out in this sector so that you can say, okay, now I can put in practice all these steps so I can take this move. Maybe I can change or repaint my house, or maybe you're planning even on buying a new house or renting something different or going to a different city, or you know. But we're talking here about that home, it's being a focus for you. So something here important is happening regarding your home and or related to your family, your close environment. Okay, see what is coming. King of Wands, the action. I mean, it's crazy. No, it's really crazy because by now all the readings I have been doing, I have a lot of wands. Like a lot of wands energies are coming through these readings this month, and also with my private readings. And you know, it's like the moment until now we were not able to take that action and say, see the movement, even though it's like we were more feeling it inside and knowing and kind of processing and thinking like, okay, how I'm gonna do, because right now we cannot do anything, no, like we cannot move, we cannot travel, we cannot, you know, we were completely confined, you know. And now, and all these planets moving direct, it's kind of like this sign that is being sent, where we're starting to find opportunities where we can take that action, you know, where we can move forward. The King of Wands, I mean, you are stepping into something, Pisces, where you are in your power here. And I think you are discovering this right now as well. There is something here that it's quite a focus for you, and it could be related to maybe your career or something that you're very passionate about, you know, that it requires a lot of effort from you, no, because it's something that it's very center, you know. He is not looking at front, he's looking at his wand. This king is very self-centered, you know. So I'm getting the vibe here that you are in a moment where you are a lot more centered in yourself and trying to concentrate your energy in the things that are mainly important to you right now, and not having doubts about it. It's like, I think that maybe until now you experienced maybe a moment where there was a lot of things going on in your life that were obstacles, or even, as I said, you know, maybe it was just internal, just ideas or thoughts that you have, or inside yourself, that you were having to leave behind. Because the thing is that where you want to get is, you want to get to this energy, you want to embody this king, you know, his confidence and his security. You know, he's not as scared of whatever battle he has to go through, you know. He's gonna do it anyway, and he has all the strength to, and intelligence as well, to confront whatever situation it might mean. Justice, it wanted to come here, and it came as well with the Knight of Wands. Yeah, Have you, I mean, I see now this justice coming in with this Knight of Wands, Pisces. Wow, so much fire in your reading right now. So much fire, Pisces. I mean, and yeah, Libra. I mean, wow, guys. I mean, your full moon at the end of the month, I think it's the 27th, if I'm not mistaken. Your full moon in your 8th house in Libra. I mean, the balance, justice is Libra energy. And we have here the Death card, Scorpionic energy, 8th house. So, really important transformation here. And as I'm seeing the cards, because I mean the justice, the justice is telling me that there is a situation where you're finding balance, where you're finding again your harmony, or you're finding your truth, so you're being able to put the scales in balance here. But when the justice appears, it does tells me that there has been a debalance. You come from a debalance here. You come from a situation where you know that there was a lot of struggles here. And I think that this road has been very tiring for Pisces. Yes. I see you in a very good position here because you're looking at all these battle, it's like this King of Wands. It's coming here like looking right straight to this Five of Wands. And then we have here the Knight of Wands, which is already a much further step. He had already won a battle here. And he's just at the moment where he knows that he's ending a cycle here, but still he has this little to finish, to arrive to the final line, that 10. And so when the Knight of Wands comes, and the sensation I'm getting with these cards is that you had experienced a harsh moment where probably people, whatever, if they are regarding your work or your personal relationships, you had a lot of competition with, or there was a sense of competition in between this group of people or a precise person in your life, okay? But what I see is that the struggle, the competition, it's being put to an end. There is a justice coming here, and I think this justice it's kind of, it's giving you as well not just the sense of balance, but I think it's giving you as well a sense of victory where you know that now you're standing in your place. You're finding here your own place regarding whatever issue this means for you and whatever it has come to an end. Yeah, very strong. Yes. I don't know what I'm feeling. This is, I mean, as I said, all these planets are gonna be moving direct, and we're gonna have such a great energies, and like things are gonna feel much lighter, than what we had experienced until now. But when you get to your season, it's even though you're gonna have this sense of, oh, finally, I'm starting to see the light, I'm starting to feel that I have the chance here to renew myself. But sometimes to get to the process, it is tiring, because it does require a lot of effort from our side. He is a wounded warrior. He had to went through a lot to get to be this king. Really a lot. And he's tired, but he's still standing there. And you know that you are almost to the end of this situation, whatever it is for you, Pisces. Something probably maybe is being said, or you are discovering something or about the situation that had been complicated in your life, that it's liberating you. The Fool with the Hermit. Wow, guys. The Fool coming here on the table with the Death card and the Hermit. You're liberating yourself. You're freeing yourself from. This is exactly. It's like this is your death, and this is you being born this month. Really, I see you taking a distance as well, because I see this Hermit coming, Virgo energy, and I think that in the process that you are deciding to, let's say, end this cycle and finally come to the end of this situation and leave the past behind, because it has been quite annoying. You're deciding to retreat. You're deciding maybe to go back to nature or to detach yourself for some time, get some time by yourself. Maybe be in isolation, at least for a short time. And Pisces season, it's a great season to do this. Because even though all the planets are moving direct, and this is the time where a lot of things are starting to happen. Now action is being taken, and finally we can take action. But it's also a good time to take action towards healing ourselves. And maybe say retreating and going to a place where you can find maybe a peaceful environment where you can enter in this process of renewal, complete renewal here, Pisces. It's like the full energy. It's actually the first arcane of the tarot. It's the 0 arcane. He is jumping, and I see you here even wanting to take a risk, because the Fool does mean risk. He's going to the unknown, and whatever you're having to leave behind right now is taking you to a completely different road here. And I think that this road that you're gonna experience right now is something that you had never experienced before. Yes, this is something that, even if you are Pisces that had changed many times in their life and have done, I don't know, many different jobs, or have moved or relocate, you are restless. Your energy is restless, But I think that what you're gonna start right now, and I think that you're gonna come to the light about this while being alone, it's gonna mean taking a risk, because it's like really jumping to the unknown here. And it's big, Pisces. This is really new energy for you. And you know what? We need new energy. Come on. Like, it's like after everything that has happened this last period, with the good and the bads, at some moment we need to decide that we just need to take the good. And that's exactly what he does. He has the little bag there. He only has the bag, and then he just has a beautiful flower in his hand. And he's only taking what is really necessary for him. The rest is useless. The rest is gonna be there as maybe a memory or just an experience that, we don't forget, And to be honest, I think that whoever says that you forget your past, I think is BS, because I don't think that we can forget the past and we say, oh no, I'm starting new and the past is it's gone and that's not part of me. No, the past is always going to be part of you. That's why what you are right now. I mean, this is at least my own perspective and how I feel it. But the difference is how emotionally we attach ourselves to that past. And this guy here, he is not attached. He knows what he experienced and now he's just leaving the road where he was at so that he can experience something that will be so different. Really different here. Next card, please. What I'm gonna do, I want one card to know what the obstacle for Pisces, please. What will be the obstacle for this month for Pisces? This is your obstacle. Interesting combination to have the Empress as your obstacle. Venus energy. It could be Libra as well. I mean, we have the Justice and we have the Empress, which is also can represent, it's mainly Taurus energy, but as it represents Venus, it could also represent Libra. Okay, so yeah. What is the Empress? I mean, she's beautiful. She is so attractive that she doesn't even need to move her finger, that she already gets everything she wants. It's like she had worked hard in her life to get to be the Empress, all right? She's not just, but she's already now with her throne, sitting in her throne, and she knows that things that come to her now, she has the 4 queens of the tarot in her. So she has all the qualities, I mean, she's very generous with her emotions, and she's very emotional. She's very intuitive. She's also very rational and very logical. She, it's like she had that perfect balance. But the thing with this Empress, is that she embodies more what it is physical, like what it is material, because she's the Empress in the earth plane, all right? But she knows already what the intuition had teach her, is the 3rd arcana, and after this arcana, we have before the High Priestess, the mother of intuition. So she had experienced already the intuition that she needed to have to get to be this Empress, so powerful. But why this is coming in your obstacle, Pisces? Is it possible that this could represent, because the Empress, it brings growth and expansion, also when we're talking about creativity, or like something that we want to build and we want to grow, like a business maybe, or a project that you're working on. And could it be that this was what had causes you some struggles in the past? Like, and maybe feeling the growth, maybe you felt for a long time that this wasn't an option for you, that you didn't see expansion, that the growth and the fertility here was finished, like something happened that you could not see the fruit coming from the tree, or you could not see maybe how the situation could be like evolution, like how it could pass from one place to the other, like to step forward, to grow. Could it be that maybe this is just something that you felt because maybe there was a lot of situations in your life that were fighting against that growth that you wanted to achieve? Or you felt that there was a lot of competition there in the middle and that a lot of people were there trying to kind of push you around, and you for some time had been feeling that you could not get to this growth, no? But I want one last card for Pisces, okay? Very, very interesting here. That growth, expansion as an obstacle here. Why Pisces is feeling that in a way? I mean, what it means, you know what? I want one last card for the Empress. And you know what? I'm gonna use my Tarot del Fuego. For the specifics, I like to use this tarot. I really love these cards. So give me one card for the Empress as the obstacle for King of Wands. It wanted to come out again. And it came with the Three of Wands. Yeah, I mean, I think that this has been the obstacle for you. I mean, I see the King of Wands here too. Is it possible that what had caused you some troubles here, and I have no doubt that this is what you're leaving behind, Pisces, this month. Isn't it possible that there was a project or something that you created, maybe a business, no? Like something that was very solid or had potential to be very solid. And I think that what happened is that this project kind of had to be put on pause, or it didn't expand as you were expecting to expand, because you know the Three of Wands is this energy where we had already put our efforts into it. We already decided, we see where we want to head, but it's like we are standing there and having to wait to see the results. So this is telling me that you were waiting for something here to come, and I think that what happened was that this didn't come, and I think that there was maybe a lot of people that were interfering in this situation. And I think that this is exactly what is happening, that you are having to distance yourself from and leave behind, Pisces, because you know that this is not serving you any longer. You know, it's like the sense of you needing to retreat yourself and probably, as I said, take a distance from whoever this is, your environment in your life, or just a particular person, or maybe it could be just a project, or you know, something that you do that you had very high expectations for, and at the end that project had to kind of, it didn't come as you expected, and this is where the end comes, no? This is where the moment where you realize, okay man, I need to pass to something new, and I know now that I need to start from zero here. And you know, it's such a beautiful energy to have for this month, starting your birthday. I think you're gonna have so many things here to celebrate, but I think your Pisces, you're still gonna have to work a little bit in maybe being more in contact here with yourself and finding your own truth and your light regarding whatever was the situation for you. And I see that you're finding it. You're finding it, and I see that you are balancing the scales here. If there was something that happened to you that was unfair, all right, or somebody did something unfair to you, I think that this is the month where you're gonna see a little bit like that payback. Like something happens that you will be, it's like that situation will be back to you in a way, so that you can say, "Ah, okay, I can free myself from this situation, I can clean myself from this energy, you know." But I see this is this is you being born, Pisces. And I love to see this card coming at the end of the reading, because this is your month of transformation, all right? And I think you just need to take the jump. I think that something here is calling you to take a risk and really, really jump to the unknown, Pisces. Well, guys, I hope you enjoy it and have a good end of the month. And I'm gonna see you next month.